Welcome everyone. Today's video finds us over here in Ayutthaya, and we're going to take a look at Wat Intharam. This is a temple that they don't really know the origins of. It may be Ayutthaya, it could be built later. It could have been built on the site of another temple that was destroyed. They really don't know. Most of the buildings are Bangkok styling, but it does have some references in the royal chronicles about Intharam. Mainly because there were two Siamese kings that were named Intharam. Also, there were three of the concubines that gave birth to sons that shared the same name. So anyway, we're going to take a look around here. It's a small temple. I mainly want to look at the styling because they're doing quite a bit of different stuff to it. So I want to look at that, and we'll see what we see. Right here they have a Chinese style Buddha. You can see, and then it has some stuff. And over here, I was walking by and they got this cow in the back of this little truck. I took a picture. We may go over there and look at it here in a sec. But anyway, inside this little moon drop, it's kind of a cool looking little building. It's got all the normal stuff that you see with the those like little glass inserts into the molding, and then the Chinese Buddha, and then right here is the Buddha footprint. And they have the gate closed right now, but you can see. So they have the murals on the back wall, and then here is the Buddha footprint itself. And the Thais will come over and they'll pray to this. Then they have seated Buddhas like this all around. And then you can see like the angels and the deity up there. And then over here we got all the monks. They're out doing some kind of ceremony. Everybody's gathering up here. They're eating some food. I don't know if it's a funeral or one of the people are becoming like a novice monk. All right, so I see what they're gonna do. So they got this, they built a little corral over here, and they're gonna have like a little petting zoo, and then they'll probably put some rabbits and stuff like that in these little cages. Thais love this. They come to these temples and then they can feed the animals. Most of everybody is like lives in the city anymore, so this is kind of like a little miniature zoo for them. And then over here, have the bell tower. Right on the other side is the crematorium. And then here's the little ceremony. This building here, it's got the monk quarters, and it has kind of the general purpose meeting halls and stuff down below. But what attracts your attention here, other than like the little paper lanterns and the little shrines and stuff like that, is all the styling that they're adding on to this temple. So they have some big plans. They're doing a bunch of new work here. You can see here, this is pretty cool. So they put in a lot of work and they're adding all of this, and to me what it seems like is it seems like they're trying to kind of copy the White Temple up in Chiang Rai. But there's the artists will come over here and they do all of this by hand out of plaster, and what they do is they make this little shell here. We'll see it on the other side. And then they start doing all the detail work up on top of it. But you can see this is quite spectacular on all the amount of work that goes into this. So you got the Garuda here, and then the deity on the Garuda's back. Now, Wat Intharam, it comes from the Indian god Indra, which is like the king of the deities, the god of like rain and fire and wind. And then the Ram part of it is like another language that comes from like great or greatest. And then that's how they do it. They combine those two words and it's Intharam. So you can see the birds, the mythical birds up there, the styling. It's definitely Bangkok styling on this ordination hall. And some more of the work. You can see this is the Naga right here, and you can see how it just kind of wraps around the column, and then they're going to do a bunch of other little figures around the base. And then they have another hall back there. I don't know what they're doing with it. Looks like they're going to put some Buddhas and stuff in the front of that. It's kind of different, but this is what they're doing. They've kind of tore the old wall apart, and this has ashes of people in it. So the people that have been cremated, that's what they are, is down here. And then they've put this little shell over the top of it. And then they have another building over here that they're doing something. But it's this kind of like a fiberglass shell, and then they'll build all the figures up on top of it. And then you can see the hall. The hall is going to have to be renovated here one of these days also, but it's still in all right shape. The paint's starting to flake off, but that's not a problem. And they do have some murals in here. Let's go take a look at those now. You can see the figures that they're still making. Got the elephants here, and then just the naga, all that. And this is made out of wood. The little ceiling up here. And they have a standing Buddha. And it should have more ordination stones than this. I only see the one, so maybe they have them somewhere. Part of the renovating, they'll probably put them back up. The ordination stones mark the perimeter of the ubosot. You can see here it has the normal threshold. And then we got the inside here, so you can see the murals are definitely new. They're not the old Ayutthaya style. And then here's the main Buddhas, and then they have a nice cabinet over here. This will have the Buddha scriptures inside of it. You can see the fasting Buddha underneath the Bodhi tree. Yeah, these are all the normal scenes that you see of the Jataka, the 12 scenes of the prior lives of the Buddha and the present life and everything. The Thais know what they all mean. You'll see them, there'll be different depictions, but they all kind of have a similar theme. You can see the alligators and the elephants and stuff. Now the main Buddha here, this is the main Buddha, and then the highlight of the temple is this little one over here. We'll look at it in a sec. But they think these are somewhere around 500 to 600 years old. And then the little one over here, this is what the people come. You can see they have a little place here for they'll pray and they'll make donations to the temple and they'll put the gold leaf on it. But this one is kind of their main Buddha. It's the most important one to them. And he said this is around 600, 650 years old or so. You can see the styling of it is quite cool. And the ties stick the gold leaf on it. But you can see the styling of it. It has the top knot, and the eyes are down and closed, and it has the little seal in his hand. Yeah, this is really a nice Buddha. And then they have some more murals and stuff back behind over there. And then you can see the styling with the ceiling. Yeah, it's quite cool. And then here's the monks that will come over and give you the blessings. And one last look here at some of the patterns they're doing. Yeah, this will be pretty neat when it's all done. It'll have all the fish and the dragons and the elephants and everything inside of it. And then I don't know if they're going to do the same thing to the wall over here. I would assume so, probably after they get all that done. And then out here they have little chetties of the people, their ashes are here. And then it goes off into the local community. It has a little road here. That's where you can go. So there's houses and stuff back there. That'll finish up a quick little video over here at Wat Intharam. This could be or could not be a Ayutthaya era temple. Just the origins of it are unknown. The styling is mostly Bangkok, but like I said at the start, this shares a common name that's found in the Royal Chronicles. So it was probably like a Ayutthaya temple that was destroyed during the conquest of the Burmese of Ayutthaya, and then they probably built another temple here on top of it. It's worth like 10-15 minutes of your time if you want to come over here and take a look at it. There's 5 or 6 other temples and some other stuff to see that are over here in this area. So if you're in Ayutthaya and you come north of like Wat Mahahat and all of that, cross the river, you come right over here to it. It's not too far away from all of that stuff. So come check it out if you want. It was fun enough. I like to see the styling of the fence. It was worth a quick look. So anyway, if you liked the video, make sure you smash like. If you have any comments or questions or anything like that, leave them down below. And if you're new, subscribe, stick around, and you'll see some new videos and stuff that I post. And from over here in Ayutthaya, remember, life is a journey. Until next time, enjoy.